Hey, it's the coach at our Tiburon Studios in Orlando. This is the...
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. On first down, Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar.
They're coming. I see you.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, and the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. An Eagle first down, Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Wentz going to lead his guys up first and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. To throw is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for McCoy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Able to power through, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Mayfield looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Randy Moss, 65 yards. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Williams now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Rodgers to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Yeah, baby.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he will have a touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Madden legends will extend their lead.
And that touchdown puts them up 7, but now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for two, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Williams to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
That's fine. Yeah.
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead...
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock.
You got three down. Ready. Yellow waiting.
On second down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. I mean, your holder, to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy, try to run through the middle, everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This give is to McCoy. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat.
Back now here live in New Orleans as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he's got it. And this results in 6. Touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive with an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 6. And just like that, it's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yellow weighty.
Now, Breeze again. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
And Ginn's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Breeze now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Breeze to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long. On third and long, it's Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Now Breeze, gotta have this one. He's gonna let it fly. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Out now come the Legends. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
Well, we'll see what happens here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back, but that may not matter now.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
Leopard!
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First down and 10 now for the Saints offense as they get ready. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, man, watch the boot.
That was second down throw for Vic. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Geno Atkins able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Hunt. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Run. That's it, baby. Let's go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Man, I got you. Motion.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game.
Out. 3 down. Out.
Vic on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Vic will look to throw on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Base 24. Orange. Mike 52.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Vick scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. Watch him now, Barney.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to... And the defense loses him. It's complete. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.